Yesterday class recording I was sent already to every one of you. If anybody did not receive the recording of yesterday's session, let me know. I will send it away. And in case if you don't receive anything, right, first check your spam also. Sometimes mails will be diverted to spam, right? So please check spam also. Even if you don't find there, let me know. I will send it. So today you have to take the notes. Put heading today and next class, right? You have to take the notes. These two sessions, you have to write the notes. So today we will see navigation. Navigation means how to log on into SAP servers. And once you log on to SAP servers, how to access the skills you require. So this is called navigation. Okay. So put heading navigation. Put heading navigation. To log on into SAP servers, log on into SAP servers. Here, every day, the user has to log on. User means employees. Every day, the employees have to log on to SAP servers to perform their daily functions. And also, in our class also, and you also have to log on to SAP servers to do the practice, right? So how to log on to SAP server? Right. To log on to SAP server, double click on SAP logon icon, SAP logon icon. Double click on SAP logon icon on the desktop. See, look at the screen. This is called SAP logon icon. This is called SAP logon icon. So this SAP logon icon will be available on the desktop of everyone. Here, when SAP software is purchased, the SAP company also delivers one program which is called SAP GUI.exe. The SAP company also delivers one program, SAP GUI.exe. So this program is installed by basis consultants. Then this icon will be available on the desktop of every employee. So here today, along with the recording, I will send you one email. So in that email, right, I will send you this SAP program. So you can download the SAP program and also you can install the program in your system. Then you will also get this SAP logon. In case if you face any problem in the installation, I will help you online. Okay. So double click on SAP logon icon. This is called logon pad. In this logon pad, we have the different servers here, right? Continue. Select the server name. Select the server name. Click on logon button. Select the server name. Click on logon button in the logon pad. Look at this thing. This is called logon pad, right? So this is our server for the training purpose. SAP ECC EHP8. So select the server, then click on logon button. This is called logon button. Then this is called logon screen, right? Continue. In the logon screen, the first line from the top, is called menu bar. The first line from the top is called menu bar. It contains different menus. It contains different menus from screen to screen. It contains different menus from screen to screen. But in every screen, but in every screen, the system menu but in every screen, the system menu and help menu but in every screen, the system menu and help menu are common. The system menu and help menu are common. Every menu contains further submenus. Every menu contains further submenus. Look at the scheme. Here, this one, the first line from the top, this line, this is called menu bar. And these are called menus, right? User menu, system menu, help menu. So these menus will be changing from screen to screen. But in every screen, this system menu and help menu are available. These two menus are called common menus. And it is not necessary, right? It is not necessary to remember all these menus. It is not at all necessary to remember the menus, right? Next. The second line from the top, is called standard tool. The second line from the top is called standard toolbar. It contains the same icons. It contains the same icons in all SAP screens. It contains the same icons in all SAP screens. But based on the screen we are using, some icons are highlighted, and other icons are grayed out. We can use only the highlighted icons. Look at the screen, please. The second line from the top, this one. This is called standard toolbar. So here, the icons are same in every screen. That is why this is called standard toolbar. But based on the screen we are using, some icons are highlighted. What are the highlighted icons here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are called highlighted icons. So in the background, you are seeing some icons, no? They are called grayed out icons. So we cannot use the grayed out icons. We can use only the highlighted icons. Next. The third line is called I'm sorry, before that, strike it off. Right now, the empty rectangle square, that is, draw a rectangle like this, is called command area. The command area is used. To enter the transaction code. Within brackets T code. So here, look at the scheme. This is called command area. So in this command area, we enter the transaction. So what is the transaction code, right? We will discuss in the next. The third line. From the top is called. The third line from the top is called the title bar. The third line from the top is called title bar. It describes the name of the screen, we are using. It describes the name of the screen we are using. Look at the screen. Here, this is called title bar. So the name of the screen is SAP. Here, some people call it as SAP. No, you should not pronounce as SAP. Always we have to pronounce with the separate letters like SAP. Right? You have to always pronounce as SAP. Don't pronounce as SAP. It is very unprofessional. Okay. Next. The fourth line is called application toolbar. The fourth line is called application toolbar. It contains different icons. Based on the application we are using. Look at the screen. This is called application tool. So this application toolbar contains different icons. For example, in this particular screen, we have new password. If you go to some other screen, the system will display. In any case, right, please remember, in any case, it is not necessary to remember the icons, right? It is difficult for anybody. And nobody will ask you the name of the icons in interviews also. Next. The bottom line is called status bar. The bottom line is called status bar. It describes the name of the SAP application server we are using. It describes the name of the SAP application server the transaction code, and the response time, etc. Look at the screen. The bottom line, this one. This is called status bar. Here, sorry? Okay. See, this is called the bottom line. This is called status bar, right? So the status bar displays the name of the SAP server we are using. For example, the server name is FICO here. Okay. And this is called transaction code. What is this transaction code? I will explain you in the next session. Okay. And if you press on the small icon, right, you can see the other details. Suppose, for example, if you select this response time, system will display the response time in the place of transaction code. 375 milliseconds. Response time means after selecting the server name and after clicking on login button, within how much time the system has shown you this screen? 375 milliseconds. So based on your requirement, you can select any item here. Next, write down. The status bar also displays different messages. The status bar also displays different messages while using SAP screens. While using SAP server, you can say server. While using SAP server. They are number one, OK message. Number one, OK message. It is displayed in green color. It is displayed in green color. See, here, the employee daily enters the business transactions into system. Then he will click on one save button, right? He will press one button, save button. Then the system will display one message on the status bar like data is saved. So this message is called OK message. The system will display data is saved. So that message is called OK message, and that message is displayed in green color. Padmanabharao, check your speaker volume, right? Because for others, my voice is clear, right? My voice is loud enough. And also that I'm speaking on my full volume. Please check your speakers volume. So once we start the configuration classes, I will show you these messages here, right? Next. Number two. error message. Number 2, error message. It is displayed in red color. It is displayed in red color. If the error message is displayed, we cannot proceed further. Until it is rectified. We cannot proceed further until it is rectified. Next, number 3. Warning message. Warning message. It is displayed in yellow color. It is displayed in yellow color. If the warning message is displayed, we can ignore the warning message. In any case. To ignore the warning message, click on enter button. Click on enter button in the keyboard. Click on enter button in the keyboard. Click on enter button in the keyboard. See, in the different scenarios and situations, the system will display some warning messages. So whatever the warning messages you receive, in any case, right, we can straight away ignore them. To ignore the warning message, right, you have to click on enter button. So what are the scenarios in which the system displays warning messages? This will be going on covering in our throughout FSUO training classes. Okay. So these are the 3 messages that are displayed on the status bar, right? So once we start the configuration classes, right, we can see all these messages here. Next, continue. Here you are seeing some fields like client, user, password, language, etc. Right? Now put heading client. Technically, it is a self-contained unit. Technically, it is the self-contained unit with own database tables, and master records. In short, see, again I'm repeating. Technically, it is a self-contained unit with own database tables and master records. In short, client represents one unit of SAP software. In short, client represents one unit of SAP software. See, just for the understanding purpose, right? Client means one SAP software is called client. Okay. But technically, it is a content tables, right? It is the collection of the tables. Here, this SAP software, yesterday I told you now, the SAP software was developed in ABAP language. Right? So there are 2 types of languages. Object-oriented programming languages Then procedural oriented programming languages. So these procedural oriented programming languages, right, are totally outdated. We are using only object oriented programming languages. So in the case of these languages, all the programming code is organized in the form of tables. So ABAP is also one of the object oriented programming languages. So all the programming is maintained in the form of tables. So when you purchase the SAP software, the SAP company will deliver all these tables together to us. So all these tables together is called one client. Just like that, for understanding purpose, you can assume that one SAP software is called client. Next, continue. When the software is purchased, the SAP company, will allot a number. The SAP company will allot a number between 000 and 998. The SAP company will allot a number between 000 and 998. This number is called client number. This number is called client number. This number is called client number. The client number is used. The client number is used to identify and log on into SAP application server. One client number can be given to any number of companies. See here how every person is identified with the name, right? Similarly, every SAP server is identified with a number, but that number is given by SAP company only. And suppose, for example, I am personified or I'm identified with my name, Lakshmana Swami. So there can be any number of persons with the same name, Lakshmana Swami, in the globe, right? Similarly, one client number can be given to any number of companies, right? There isn't any confusion because every company itself is a separate. The main purpose of the client number is to identify the SAP application server and login. That's it. Next, put heading user. Put heading user. Yeah, Ishan.
Sir, I
Yeah.
have a one doubt.
Tell me.
Sir, in the last line, bottom line, the status bar you said,
Yeah.
can you show me the SAP screen once, please? Sir, here, the FICO is the FICO is the name of the server. And what is the INS?
Yes.
What is INS, sir?
This is for instance.
Instance.
Yeah, INS stands for instance. Instance means it is the entire other tables also.
Acha. Okay. I missed it, sir. Sorry.
No problem. Then put heading user. The employees of the company using the SAP software the employees of the company using the SAP software are called users. Are called users. For every employee, the user IDs are created. The user IDs are created and given by basis consultants. And given by basis consultants. The user IDs are used. Basis consultants means technical consultants. The user IDs are used to log on into their respective systems. To log on into their respective systems. To log on into their respective systems. The user ID can contain up to 12 characters. The user ID can contain up to 12 characters. It is alphanumeric. It is alphanumeric. It is not case sensitive. It is not case sensitive. Means we can use uppercase letters or lowercase letters. It doesn't make any difference. So that is the thing regarding user ID. Next, put heading password. Password. The passwords are created. The passwords are created and given to employees. The passwords are created and given to employees by the basis consultants. The passwords are created and given to employees by the basis consultants. The passwords are used to protect their respective informations. To protect their respective informations. The length of the password is 6 to 40 characters. The length of the password is 6 to 40 characters. Means minimum 6, maximum 40. It is alphanumeric. But it is case sensitive. Underline this one. The password is case sensitive. Underline this point. Means here, if the basis consultant has created the user password using uppercase letters, the user has to enter uppercase letters. If the basis consultant has created the user password using lowercase letters, the user has to enter lowercase letters. Next, continue. At the time of first login, the system prompts the user. The system prompts the user to change the password. the system prompts the user to change the password. To change the password for security reasons. For security reasons. See, the user IDs and passwords are created by basis consultants, right? So the basis consultant, using the user and password of any other employee, he can log on into servers and he can do the changes to the data already posted. In that case, that user will be held responsible. That's why after being given the user and password, at the time of first login, the system will ask you to change the password. Even in your case also, right? Here, every one of you will be given a separate user and password. Using that user and password, when you're logging into system for the first time, it will ask you to change the password. Now you can change the password as per these rules. Then nobody will know the password except you. That's how your data security is ensured. Next, continue. While changing the password, sorry, strike it off. An employee, the employee can change the password only once in a day. Only once in a day. While changing the password, he cannot use the immediate previous 5 passwords. He cannot use the immediate previous 5 passwords. That means, for example, I'm the user and I have the habit of changing the password every day, right? So in that case, on 1/6/2025, my password is hello123. Minimum there should be 6. On 2/6/2025, I change my password to welcome123. Then on 3/6/2025, I change my password to potatoes. Then on 4/6/2025, I change my password to India123. Then on 5/6/2025, when I want to change the password, right, I can use anything, right? Employee123. Then on 6/6/2025, when I want to change the password, I cannot use any of these 5 previous passwords. I should use something else, right? Let us say boss12. Then when I want to change the password on 7/6/2023, I cannot use the immediate previous 5 passwords, right? I can use hello123 or something else. That's the meaning of it. So while changing the password, we cannot use the immediate previous 5 passwords, right? Next, continue. If the user enters the wrong password, 3 times consecutively, if the user enters the wrong password 3 times consecutively, the user ID, is automatically locked. The user ID is automatically locked. In that case, the basis system admin, in that case, the basis system admin can unlock the user ID. In that case, the basis system admin can unlock the user ID. If the password is forgotten, it cannot be retrieved. If the password is forgotten, it cannot be retrieved. The basis system admin can reset the password. The basis system admin can reset the password. Okay, so that is the thing regarding the password. Next, language. The SAP software was developed in 43 international languages. The SAP software was developed in 43 international languages. English is the default language. English is the default language. So, for the purpose of class, right, every day you have to log on to SAP Service. For that, you have to enter client 800. For you also, client is 800 always for the purpose of trainings. Then you have to enter user ID, password, and language. Even if you don't enter any language, the system will take you default to English version of the language. So here, every one of you will be given a separate user and password. Right? So in this server, client is 800. My user is Lakshman, right? Then I am entering my password. You cannot see the password there. Then language EN for English. Even if you don't enter anything, system will take you to English language only. So after entering all these credentials, you just click on enter, that's it. Okay, just a minute. Already the server was logged in. Let me close the server. So again, to log on to SAP server, double click on SAP logon icon. This is called logon pad, right? So in this logon pad, select your server, then click on logon button. Then client is 800, user, enter your user ID, which I'm going to provide you, and password, then language here. After that, you just have to click on enter button. So you can use the enter button on the keyboard, or this is called enter button. See, in SAP, if you keep the cursor, if you keep the cursor on any icon for 1 or 2 seconds, it will tell you the name of the icon, right? So you can use the enter button, the keyboard, or this button, right? Here I'm clicking on my enter button in my keyboard. See, you will get one message, right? License expiration date 11/6/2025. So the license will be automatically applied on the midnight of 11th June, right? Just don't worry about this message. Just click on enter button. This is called enter button. Now you are logged into SAP server, right? So here, this is called menu bar. And there are some more menus, right? But system menu, help menu is there. Then this is called standard toolbar. The icons are same, but some more icons are highlighted there. Then this is the command area. Now, the third line is title bar. So the title bar describes the name of the screen, right? So the name of the screen is SAP Easy Access. And this is application toolbar. So in this application toolbar, you can notice some other icons are also there. Then this is status bar, bottom line. Like that, in every screen, all these 5 lines are available. Now you have logged into SAP server. Once we log into SAP server, how to access the screens you require to post your business transactions, right? To generate the reports, etc. etc. That this is called navigation part 2. So that navigation 2 we will discuss in the next class. Next class we have on Monday. The classes are from Monday to Friday only, right? So today, along with the recording, right, I will send you this link, right? I will send you this link. So using this link, you can download the SAP program for my Dropbox, right? And also, I will send you the instructions. In the same mail, I will send you the instructions on how to set up the program, right? You just have to follow the path. This I will send you in the form of an attachment to the mail. So once you download the program, right, you have to set up the program according to the instructions given in this file, right? Suppose if you face any issue, right, let me know, I will help you online. So once you set up the program, you get this SAP logon icon on your desktop. Then you just message me. I will send you the server IP address, right, and the user and password. Server credentials I will be sending to you, right? So everybody has to install one program in your systems, right? This is called AnyDesk. To help you online, right? We need this AnyDesk program, right? It's just a 1-minute program. You can set up this program in 1 minute and you can download it and set up it from Google, right? It takes only 1 minute. Okay. So once you, suppose if I have to log into a system and do the setup of this SAP program, right? I need this AnyDesk. Once you install this AnyDesk and you open it, you get one number here like this. Your number will be different. You have to tell me that number. So using that number, I will be logging into your desktop or your laptop from here itself. Then I can set up the SAP program for you. Right? You need not worry. The setup will take only 2-3 minutes. That's it. Very, very small program. So any questions from anybody? And today some other person came, Rauda Dhoba. May I know who has given you the link for the session? Rauda Dhoba. Rauda, am I audible? Can you hear me? Okay, okay. Raj Kishore has given the link. Okay, okay, fine, fine. That's fine. Okay, any questions from anybody? First to raise your hands, I'll be coming one by one. Okay, then. See you on Monday. Okay. Good night and good.